Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Jay and Will Show. I am Jay, and I got my co-host Will with me. What's going on, bro?
Chilling.
Sir. Once again, we got the full house with us, going over the second half of the first round matchups in the NBA playoffs. As always, man, got the background already up, so I don't even have to say nothing. We got Daryl. What's going on, bro?
I ain't gonna say much.
You just said just point to it.
Just gonna point back. That's where I'm at. You know.
Once again, man, appreciate you coming on. Thomas, we got Thomas in the building. What's up, man?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
Hey, man, just excited to get this on the way, man. And with us, as always, CEO of this thing, we got Rel with us. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm gonna pull a Daryl.
So you already know what it is.
I already know.
Yes, sir. So we've already gone over 4 of the first round matchups. This video is going over the second half of those first round matchups in the NBA playoffs. Just like we did in the previous video, we'll start in the Eastern Conference first. So one of the first round matchups in the East is going to be the Washington Wizards playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. We will start off with Will. How you feel about that series playing out, and who you have winning it?
Philadelphia will win it. I think it's going to go 6 games. I was actually hoping part of the reason why I wanted Washington to win the play-in was so that Russ versus KD in the first round, I think it would have been a 6 to Brooklyn got the 3 shooters that can ball, but with Russ and the way he play and Bill get hot, like anything can happen going against Brooklyn. But I think with this one, I think it's just going to be too much Embiid. They're going to come out balling. This is his opportunity to solidify his basically solidify himself as far as a playoff juggernaut. Because last year he balled out, but he didn't have any help to be able to move them further. So this year, I think he's just going to get them people is moving. So I have Philadelphia winning in 6.
Daryl, what you got, man? You lose him?
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to Daryl. Thomas, how you feeling, man?
I agree with Will, man. I think Wizards might sneak 1 or 2 in, but my bad. I'm going gentleman sweep, so I'm gonna go Sixers and 5, man. Sixers and 5. I think Embiid gonna be too much. I think that even though Russ they might try to double, he'll kick it out, and them boys will finally Tobias Harris, Curry, all them might hit some jumpers, hit some threes in the corners or whatever. Tim is a beast on the defense, so even with Russ, he'll be able to play him. I just think, Sim is a real good defensive player. No matter the size, 1 through 5, he can play defense. So I got gentleman sweep, man. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Sixers and 5.
Real, how you feeling, man?
I'm with Thomas, man. I got the Sixers and 5. I don't think Bill and Russ gonna be enough, man. And B is a MVP candidate, man. He been dominant this year. He been a little bit more serious. He ain't joking around. He out here putting in that work. The 76ers are a better all-around team now, because of it. And I know Jay ain't gonna like this, but with Doc Rivers, man, I think that's a better upgrade than over Coach Brown from last year. So yeah, I got him. I got the Sixers in 6. No, sorry, 5. I got him at 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Daryl?
You muted, Daryl.
You're on mute.
My bad.
You
So,
good.
too much Joel Embiid. I'm going Sixers and 5.
Okay.
Man, tell y'all copying out me my answer.
I'm sure a couple of our answers gonna be different.
We all going to the same place. We going to the same place though.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide if I'm gonna give Philly. I mean, if I'm gonna give the Wizards a game or not. Because I'll be honest, I don't see one.
I mean, I can see that. You're right. I can see it.
I also saw like I didn't realize that there's like a beef between JoJo and Westbrook. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, they've been like that for a few years now.
I didn't know that. I saw they had like a little montage on I think it was on his IG that was hilarious. I had no idea. I'm gonna go with Philly. I'm gonna give him a game, man. I'll go Philly in 5. I'll go Philly in 5.
Look at you being nice.
Yeah, just being nice because I mean Bradley and Rusty gotta get one, I would think. But that ain't guaranteed. All right. Sticking in the Eastern Conference. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Hawks versus the New York Knicks, which wow.
It's crazy.
That's gonna be a good one.
Crazy. I'll throw a little wrench in. I'll start with you, man. How you feel like this series gonna go?
Dang, you gave it to me first. Because I'm on the fence, bro. Like this is a coin flip for real. Because both teams are hot. Both of them playing, well at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, it's gonna be a hard one, bro.
Tough.
It's gonna go 7. I think it's gonna go 7. I'm gonna go Knicks.
Knicks and 7, huh?
And I'm not sold on that, by the way. But I think it's going 7 though. I think it's going 7. I think it can go either way. It's just that both teams I think are pretty much evenly matched or whatever. And this is gonna be Trae Young's first playoff series, man. We're gonna see what he's talking about, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So probably Knicks and 7.
And shout out to Nate McMillan, man.
Who shouldn't have been fired, but
he should. Yeah, I'm happy for him to have opportunity, and he's already proven right away the impact he can have on a team. And that's no
they're talking about doing a contract extension with him too.
And they should. I like the guy they had before him. I think there's a future there, but it's just Lloyd Pierce I liked him.
Yeah.
But you can't play with you got Trae Young on a rookie contract. It's like we gotta try and strike while the iron is hot. So I respect the decision, and Nate's been down there and they've been doing really well. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna go. Thomas, how you feel about this series, bro? Who you got coming out on top?
Just like real, probably everybody else, it's gonna be a close one. It's hard to pick. I think because he's there and he don't have to go nowhere per se. I think and get his hot wings. I think Lou might have a good game because he have his hot wings already on some of them home games. He'll get 3 out of 4 of the trips. He ain't got to go nowhere. No, but. I'm gonna say Knicks, man. I think I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm liking the way Julius Randle's play. We know what we're gonna get from Trae. We know what we get from Capella, and which is fine. But Julius Randle, man, he is stacking all the boxes, and he stacks them when you need them. He stacks them when you need them. So if he don't need to get you a 20 and 12, but he got 8 assists, that's what he gonna do. He need to get you 35 and 5 and 3. He's stacking the boxes appropriately. So I'm gonna give it to the Knicks, man. I'm gonna give it to the Knicks in 6.
6, okay.
Yep.
Will?
I was thinking the same, Knicks in 6. So I think Julius Randle, the way he's been balling this year, to be honest, I'm surprised they don't have him in the MVP talk.
That's a good point.
What they look like with and without him. Like if he has an off game, the team struggles. But when he has a medium game, they play well. And then when he's on it, they've beaten the brakes off people. So I think they got it. Their defense, their Knicks defense is a grimy defense. Like they weigh you down, they slow the game down, they get in your face. It's what you want going into playoff basketball, because it's Thibodeau in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Thibodeau style defense. Like you can see his handprints throughout the whole thing. just being able to get up in the face constantly, like I think that's going to be the difference maker. As far as team wise, will be the Knicks defense. I think Julius will be the one that will get it over the top for the Knicks as well. But yeah, it's just going to be Knicks in 6. Two of the games that the Knicks are going to win are going to be blowouts. The Atlanta games, the ones that they win are going to be close as hell. But the Knicks, there's going to be 2 close games there before win, and then 2 blowouts. So that's your 6.
Yeah.
Man, Julius Randle has averaged 37 points against the Hawks this year.
Jeez.
37.
I didn't
So
know that.
It's gonna be crazy.
that alone is crazy.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I believe in these Knicks that they putting out there. You know, it's hard. I never thought I'd be saying
Hey,
that
what?
right now.
Hey,
Listen,
come on, man. Watch what you say, bro. Watch what you say now. Let's just be mindful.
I'm just keeping it real, man. You know,
Yeah.
Julius Randle has been balling this year.
Mhm.
That addition of Derrick Rose was key. You got some young pieces over there, and Quigley and Toppin that's doing some major stuff over there. So the Knicks doing something good. But like I say, I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I'm gonna go with the Knicks in 6 too. I was leaning more towards 5, but I'm gonna say a solid 6. Knicks in 6.
Who would have thought 6 months ago
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we would have 5 people on this panel talking about playoff basketball, and all 5 people picked the Knicks to win a playoff series?
Yeah.
Just 6 months ago, who would have thought that was possible? I got the
Stephen A.
Knicks.
Smith. Nothing but it.
He if he said that, he'd be lying.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the Knicks in 6. I would say 5, but I think that it's possible that Atlanta been open since COVID started, so I'm sure they don't have full capacity at the arena.
You already know.
And I think that that could be enough for them to maybe get 2 games there. What I'm really looking forward to is the Garden, like, because they've opened the attendance up at the Garden some as well, and they already been loud with limited capacity. So I don't know what they've been able to do as far as extending that or making it open to more folks. But playoff basketball in the Garden, bro, like I'm excited to hear fans and how they gonna feed into that and what type of role they're gonna play in it. There's just too much. Like Thibodeau has somehow managed to get guys to play above their what make it be considered their normal level of ability. Like Emmanuel Quigley's like this dude on another level, and I'll give real credit where credit is due. He caught this before I saw it. It's time to start giving guys on that team more respect, and I feel like if you look for guys who they almost like are a bunch of dudes who just like misfits, kind of like a group of guys who are like underappreciated, underutilized, and just not appreciated. Like the jump that Randall's made, which he played well last year too, but
he got played well.
Obviously, we've seen another step that he's made, but they just have been able to find ways to manufacture wins. Their defense has been tremendous. Derrick Rose, to Daryl's point, has been a key addition to that roster. They had that veteran leadership that they didn't necessarily have before, where you have a team full of young guys that are kind of overachieving and playing over their heads a little bit. Having a guy like Derrick Rose can absolutely be a key cog potentially in the playoffs. And I'm drawing a blank for this dude's name, and I apologize for doing it. But the Canadian dude out of Duke, what's his name?
Let me see. What's the guy's name again? RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett.
I told y'all.
That's why I said I gotta give you your credit, bro. You called this, and I was like, nah.
It's really pretty much is him and Randall, bro. They've been carrying that team, bro. Yeah. Like both of them being like, man, it's nice, bro. Yeah.
I gotta give that dude credit where credit is due, man. He's taking this game a notch above as well.
Yes.
I think if he can not shoot his way out of it. Because I think sometimes he gets in his own way as far as like trying to be the guy because, you know, he feels like he has to prove himself. But let Randall be the guy and let you be a good compliment and find your way in around that. Right. I think that 1-2 punch and then Immanuel Quickley, like I say, we're playing. Yeah. That's enough to at least for sure get you past Atlanta. And you know, we'll see how things go moving forward. But I'll give them their flowers, man. I can't believe it. But yes. I got the Knicks and 6 in this one. And we'll see how it goes in the second round too. I think they got a shot in the second round, but we'll talk about that.
Hey, before we go, can I just say this real fast?
Yes,
can we give credit where it's due too, right? And I say this, I think Thibodeau is really a good coach, but Thibodeau brings out the best in people. And when he says, hey, I want you to be the man, you be the man. But I want to say kudos to Derrick Rose too for coming back to Thibodeau's because when he played under Thibodeau, right? Mm-hmm. He really do play good basketball. Mm-hmm. We know he got hurt. We get that. But when he plays under Thibodeau, I mean, he really do play good basketball. And so I think that tandem let him know, hey, we know you're not the man you was, you know, but I need you to come in, you be the 6th man, and you play your ball game. And still at 33, whatever age he is, he comes in and he knows his role. And so that tandem with Thibodeau and Rose, and you know, Rose instilling in them, hey, Thibodeau's a good coach, man. You just play your role.
That's it.
You
right
play your role and you good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that veteran leadership.
And I think the big thing with the Rose going to the 6-man spot is the understanding of you don't have to be a starter to make a difference. It's all about being able to get in your position, and do well in it. And that's exactly what he did. And like you said, but getting back with Thibodeau is just going from Minnesota where he had his every few games he would ball out, but with going back to New York, back with Thibodeau, it's been more consistency with these games. So I love it. I love to see it.
And I think too, to Thomas's point, I think he hit the nail on the head. Like Thibodeau's coaching style, particularly with younger players, can potentially kind of run them down quicker. Mm-hmm. And so to have a guy like Rose in the locker room and in the practice facility and just kind of like being able to kind of be like that mediator between Thibodeau and the players could be really valuable because he's at least able to show them like, look, I know you're probably getting on y'all's nerves, but this is how you approach it. This, he's kind of like able to break it down and make it easier for them to take because he has proof in the pudding that Thibodeau's coaching style has shown to be productive. And he likes to run young dudes into the ground. That's what he does. Yeah. But at least to have that veteran in the locker room to say, look, he may get on your nerves, he may do this, he may do that, but the results are there. And let me show you how to implement what he's trying to teach. I think that's huge. And I think having that veteran leadership is what's gotten them over the hump. And we can talk about it later, but they might be on to something. I'll just say that. Any more thoughts on this series before we move on to the next one?
No, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun for sure. Knicks, that's crazy. Moving on to the Western Conference. Dare, I'll leave yours for last, just like we did for the other video, just out of respect to you, bro. Okay. So we'll start with the Memphis Utah series. I'll start with Will. Memphis Grizzlies, Utah Jazz. How you got that series playing out?
I think watching that game yesterday, Memphis, they gonna bring it. I'm happy for Ja. So as we talked about before, Ja has struggled in that last game. Going into the play-ins, we were doing the play-in video. We talked about how that last game of the year against Golden State, he had struggled, and Golden State was able to take advantage of it. Steph came out about 46 on them, and just to basically a statement game. And they were talking about it yesterday. I was like, so might get the next chance. We'll run it back and see how it go. And they ran it back, and Ja, he wasn't nervous. He shot 5 for 10 on 3. They left him open. He was confident. He took the shots. They was knocking knocking them down. So I think that's what's going to be really important this series as well. Him getting to his spots, hitting the giant killers, the floaters like he did last night, which was to the purpose, the game winner. The him just that quick twitch that he has been able to get to the basket. That's what's going to be able to be in this series. I think you win it. I think overall it's gonna be so fun. But I got Utah. I say I think the games will be close, but I think Utah's defense is what's going to end up winning out the games when it comes to Memphis. And plus, it's jobs first. Playoffs. First time he's in the playoffs. They could have made it last year. They struggled in the bubble, and that's why they ended up missing out on the playoffs last year. So I think this year he'll be able to get a taste of it, and then moving forward, he'll be ready for it. But I think Utah's going to win this one just because of the defense and just overall team play.
So you got them in 5?
Yeah, Utah 5.
All right, Thomas.
Hey, is Mitchell playing?
I
think
believe
he
so.
is.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I just
I
wanted to
think
make
they were
sure.
just resting now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a week, so yeah, sure, bro.
Yeah. I'm going with Utah. I'm gonna go with Utah. I almost want to give them a sweep, but I want to sometimes give people a chance. I think Utah gonna have too much firepower for them, man. And I also think Conley is gonna play a little different. Because not because he was traded, he understood it, but that's your old team. It is what it is. It's a changing of the guards. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna show him. I got one more little step in me. You know what I'm saying? You get it. You know, when your time's up, you got to go. They got first, and I get that. He get it, but he's in a situation now where he can make a difference. And I think Conley, Mitchell, Ingle, what's the other boy name? The other boy, Jordan Clarkson, coming off the bench. You still got a 7'2" guy who's gonna block you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And get people scared from coming in their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got they could run 7-8 deep per se. And even with old boy just coming back, Derek Favors coming back. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it. Valanciunas is gonna play good, but this boy Rudy play defense. So he play defense.
What he do?
He gonna have to stay on the 3-point. He gonna have to stay 18 feet and out.
Right.
Anything closer, Rudy is out of here. You know what I'm saying? You get out of here. So and Ja, those floaters are gonna have to be over the towers. You're gonna have to hit a floor.
Yeah.
Rudy gonna jump up and get a tip of that thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's overall with defense and offense. And let me show you, I still got something left in the tank from Conley. Man, you know what? Give them boys a sweep.
Woo,
Give me a
room.
sweep. Give me a sweep.
Bro, he ain't showing no leniency out here, bro. He says,
Give me a
sweet.
Give me a sweep, man. And I'm done on it.
All right, got the brooms out.
Not one, Thomas.
Nah, it's over.
Dang.
Okay. I think Memphis gonna win that first one, to be honest. Just because they played I think if they play more recent, and Utah will be off with golf. So I think that's how they're gonna end up getting that first after that. Yeah, it's gonna be all Utah rest of the way.
Hey, good luck, Will.
I was gonna say, I think if it's a game that can go 130-87, I think it's that game. I think you can pull the doors off in that game.
And he at home too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying. That crowd, listen, they finna be saying all kind of N-words to Ja Morant.
And listen, this is why I'm saying that too. Listen, I think when Conley go back to Memphis, I think those gonna be the games he show out too.
Oh,
Yeah, he got something to prove. That's
He's
a good
gonna
point.
show out.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying sweet.
How about that one?
Gotcha. Darryl, how you feeling, man?
I get it.
Got the broom
Oh,
out?
broom, yeah.
Got the brooms out. Okay.
Come on, boy. Let me get one more. He called it in this thing. Let me get one more. He called it, boy. Let me get one more. He called it.
all I'm gonna say is, bro, like he made a compelling. Thomas made a compelling argument, bro. Like that team against them
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. Like I'm looking forward to the Mike Conley Ja Morant matchup, but I feel like Conley gonna have a point to prove. Just like you were saying, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovich, Ingles,
You
Clarkson,
still naming.
Favors.
Jesus.
Like
Right.
They got a squad.
it's just gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much
Yeah.
for them, you know. And then we watched the Grizzlies in their youth get them in trouble. And this is a veteran team that's stacked, you know. So it's gonna be too much. And I got the Jazz in 4.
Got them.
Sweet.
Keep them out. You know what I'm saying? Open that door, let them out.
Real, how you feeling, man?
Damn, man. Y'all kind of convincing me now, man. I was gonna go with Jay and had that 5 on them boys, but Jesus, man. Because I think Daryl's still naming people off down there right now. Man. I want to get in 1 though, man. Y'all think they'll get 1?
They got 1 last night. That's it. It was just
That was their one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna go with sweep too, man.
Hey, come on,
You know what I'm
boy.
saying?
Come on that thing.
I like Memphis, man. They got that dog in them, man. Ja last night it proved why. I remember we did the top 25 for 20 under 25 list. They disrespected Ja, bro. Ja
That's why
gonna
we
be a
moved
problem
him
in the
up.
future, bro.
Exactly.
Man, that boy gonna be a problem. You get him maybe 1 more wing player, bro, to kind of help, carry that load. And man, listen. But yeah, I hate to do that to Ja, man. But yeah, I think I got Utah, because Utah, I think they got the best home record too in the league. So yeah, I can see it being a sweep, man. And like Jay said, I can see being one that score Thomas threw out there, that 138 to 87 type score. I can see one on being that, man, in Utah. So yeah, I got him in 4.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So, can we have Utah in 3? Is that possible? So here's the thing, man. Like to me, obviously the game against the Warriors was an awesome game, back and forth, just tremendous battle, and they found a way to get over the hump. But the Warriors gave their game away. They was throwing the ball in the stands, like they just were just coughing the ball up like it was nobody's business. They've been doing that all year. Utah Utah does not turn the ball over.
Nope.
They're a well-oiled machine. They understand what they're trying to do. They don't play outside their means. They have a role. They do a good job playing within their role. And I think Utah has something to improve as far as being probably one of the more disrespected number 1 seeds that
in history.
And as long as I can remember, nobody is giving them the proper respect. And not to say that they've earned it, because who knows, right? But they are the number 1 seed. They are. And I think it's easy for people to just be like, it's Utah, because nobody watches them play. Like, they just don't get that national notoriety that, everybody else gets. But I just feel like that's a team that has guys on their roster that understand what their role is, and they don't go outside of it. They know what they're supposed to do. They're well coached. They get it. They play their role, and they don't do much more outside of that. And I think it's just too much. I mean, Daryl went down the roster. Like they are stacked.
Still naming.
And
I got a few more.
Exactly.
You still going for the next video.
It's a list. So
I got a few more.
So just looking at that, like, they're not going to make the mistakes that the Warriors team made. And I think that because they are a well-oiled machine, because they are a machine, a team that doesn't turn the ball over, because they are a team that understands what their job is, and they've been consistent game after game after game, they're not going to make the mistakes that the Warriors made to give that game to Memphis. No disrespect to Memphis, but if Warriors make 5 less turnovers, that game maybe goes a different way. But they just were consistently throwing the ball, into the stands, like I said, just not making good decisions with the ball. They don't know what to do with Steph not in the game. Even when Steph is in the game, they don't know what to do, it seemed like. So there were just a lot of miscues that I don't think Utah makes. And I think because they're such a better structured team, top to bottom, that there's just too much for Memphis to get any game out of. I don't think they get a game out of this one. And like Daryl said, like Tom saying, we just went to Terrell too. I got Bruno's out for this one as well. I think they get him out of there pretty easily. Like I said, I definitely see game one being that 130-87 time game where it's just like we go smack you in the mouth to let you know that you don't have a chance in this series,
Right.
and that Utah crowd gonna be stacked on top of them on the road. And I just think it's just too much for them to handle. But I do think, to Will's point, this would be a great opportunity or a learning experience for John, for those boys to be able to take with them, get under their belt, and have the opportunity to improve upon it next year. But they ain't getting the game out of the series. I got Utah.
Sweep them out.
No. And last but not least, in the first round, we have the LA Lakers playing the Phoenix Suns. I'll save the homer for last in this one. So we'll start off with Will. How you feel about this series, man? How you feel like it's going to play out?
It's going. I think this was just. It's going to be a weird one, primarily because LA and their health. AD injury. LeBron escaped a suspension from the league with the safety protocol. And then you have Phoenix. Phoenix been playing, been balling. They've been balling since the bubble last year, where they didn't lose a game. You insert Chris Paul into the lineup, come up to that level. The thing with this one is that this is the most. This is the situation. And here the upset is because of seeding, not necessarily the overall teams when it comes to matchup. It's just if it was a full season and they were actually healthy, this will be more of a second round to conference final type of matchup. But for this one, I have LA winning. I think LA will be healthy enough to get through the series. You have Phoenix still outside of you have some old heads there with your Chris Pauls and whatnot, but I think that it's going to be LA just LeBron hitting that switch and being able to grab his team out of this first round and moving them on. I think that's going to be the main thing happening. So I have LA.
How many games?
I'll go 7. I'll go.
They're about to cut you out, boy.
Yeah, I'll go 7.
He sat back in the chair like this.
You've been moving the whole time. Yeah.
Get to the point. That's what he said.
I was thinking of 6. I was thinking LA at 6, but I think Phoenix. I think Phoenix will be able to push it to 7, just because they have home court. So I think they'll be able to push it to 7, but I think LA wins it in 7.
All right, Thomas.
Hey, as you know, CP3 the God is playing, man, and I am a Chris Paul fan all day, every day, twice on Sunday because he's playing on Sunday. Understand me? I think, believe it or not, man, I think this it's a good game. I think LA bench is deeper, than what we think. When they bench hits, it hits. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Big wise, the Suns don't got nothing for the big wise. If Anthony play right, Drummond play right, Mark Gasol could come in and play right, Harold could play right, Morris could play 3, 4, and 5 if they go small. They got Crowder. Crowder could do a little something on LeBron every now and then, but who stops him? Who stops him? But then we gotta say who stops CP3 and who stops Booker. But do Booker play defense and run to the wings and get KCP and Wesley Matthews and Schroeder? Does he run? He can. Will he constantly do it? I don't know. Will CP play defense? Yes. CP3 against Schroeder, I'm giving CP3 all day, every day. I'm gonna get just out of fairness because I like both of them, but I think the Lakers are deeper and more talented. I'm going Lakers in 5, man. I'm going Lakers in 5.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. I think CP3 he's gonna really expose these guards, man. But I think the inside interior game of the Lakers is gonna be way too much. It's gonna be too much.
Okay. Well,
I got Phoenix in 4, man. Not playing.
I'm about to say.
Okay, now he picked. You can't change. Nah,
I
you
just wanna
can't
see
change
what Darryl
Daryl your
gonna say.
time. Daryl your time.
I was like, no, man. I got Lakers, man. What are we talking about here? With the Lakers gonna be too big in the middle, man, for Phoenix. Aiden gonna have to go up against Drummond and AD. So, and just AD on his own being one of the best defensive big men in the league, man, against Drummond. I mean, no, sorry, not Drummond, but against Aiden. I got AD. The only thing is, let's see, what I want to get him in though. Give me. I'm going back and forth between 5 and 6. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna give Phoenix some little bit of respect. I give them 6.
Yeah, they can get that.
Yeah, they can get that. I got the Lakers in 6, man. I think this series is gonna be kind of like a way for the Lakers kind of get their footing back. LeBron kind of get some momentum going because I know his ankle's still not 100%. You know, we saw what he did in that the game against Golden State. I mean, he put up a triple double. It was like a real measly little triple double.
It was a Draymond Green triple double.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we're not gonna say that. It was a little better than that.
yeah, you're right. It was a little better than that. But I'm gonna give him 6, man. Lakers at 6. Come on, Jay. Go ahead, join the family though.
He ain't going up to 6 or 5. I can say this out. 6 or 5. What you doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go 7.
I gotta hear this.
So I think a couple of reasons. One, I think Phoenix is, they kind of like Utah, where it's like they're out to prove that seeding is not a fluke, right? And I think that game 1 is a perfect opportunity to get a win to start that series off. And so I can see Phoenix getting that first win and then kind of having the Lakers stabilize and get game 2. And I think at that point it's a 5-game series, and I can see it being, a 3-2 series in that 5. I think that Chris Paul, calm down, Thomas. I think Chris Paul's leadership ability is enough for them to get a win on the road. And I think that will be enough to push this series to 7. I think game 7 might be a blowout, but I can see it getting to 7. I can see those guys playing because Chris has them playing above, not Booker, because Booker's obviously a monster, but he's even got Aiden playing well, and he's got those role players believing in themselves and what they're able to do. Bridges is playing well. They have guys that are actually playing above their talent level, if I'm being honest. And so I think that's enough to make this series competitive. And I'll just say they can't play around. AD cannot play around. Like, he cannot, they can't afford him to not be himself. He's got to be the guy that we saw in the playoffs last year. We haven't really seen that so much this year throughout the regular season. And so I think they need to have him take that extra step, not only for this series, but just for the playoffs in general. But I just give respect to Phoenix for making it this far, as being a number 2 seed. And so out of respect to them, I'll give them 7, but I do think the Lakers ultimately win the series. And so I will hand the floor over to the resident Lakers fan. Take all the time you'd like. You got it. The floor is yours. How you feel about the series? I'm not even asking who's going to win. I'm just saying how many games is really all I really want to know.
Okay. So
Daryl got Phoenix.
I'm going to start off like this here, man. Phoenix, I respect the Phoenix Suns. I respect them. I respect what they got going on. I respect that tandem of Monty Williams and Chris Paul. I watched them give us fits years ago with New Orleans. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't forgot about that. Mm-hmm. You know, and then they got a nice cast of characters over there. I know you mentioned Mikal Bridges playing out of body. They got Faris out there playing out of body. Kevin Payne dropped in a 20-point game here. You know, I
surprising
them. But when it's all said and done,
talk to him.
I can't. I don't see it, man. I don't see it going past 5. I mean, like
What I said.
they might get one. I respect Thomas for his you know what he said. You know, I'm gonna let Real slide with that Phoenix prediction. You know, I'm gonna let you have that one. But but now, all seriousness though, I just see LeBron turning on that switch, like Will said.
Yeah.
Like that old GOAT James, as Shannon Sharp would say, is gonna show his. He gonna come out. He gonna come out, and I agree. AD has to show up from the beginning. He
Yes.
has to show up. I've been an AD fan since Kentucky, so I've watched him go up and down. I watched him do that, and to y'all's point in another video that I said he's not used to being healthy. He's always hurt in these instances, and I need bubble AD to show up.
Yeah.
He got to be the MVP for sure.
Yeah, I do agree with Thomas about Chris Paul is going to expose our guards. That is going to happen because y'all know how I feel about Dennis Schroeder. I need. He wanted this money. You got to show me that you worth this money that you bargaining for. So right. I need you to show up. But
yeah,
I don't think Aiden gonna be able to handle Drummond and AD down in the middle. Mm-hmm. Marcus Gasol can come in and give us 10 and go sit back down. Markieff Morris. I'm sorry, yeah. Markieff Morris can come in, give us 8, sit down. Ben McLemore might show up. You never know.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. There has been a Ben McLemore sighting.
Right. So you know, it's just we I feel like it's too much. It's gonna be too much for Phoenix to handle. Monty Williams gonna do his best, but I don't see it going past 5. I got my Lakers at 5.
Okay.
Can I say 2 quick things real fast, man?
Yeah, you got
real fast. 2 things. Yeah. 1 thing. Hey, listen. I think LeBron, whenever he plays his banana boat people, he plays really games against them. He plays, they really go after each other, and so he's going to compete just because he's going to compete in this game. And also, I just want to put my name and just say that CP3 should have been in the category for MVP because he changed the dynamic of this team with his leadership. Oh, yeah. Mind you, don't get it twisted. He's only getting 16 and 8, 4 rebounds, 1.5 steal. But his dynamic and his presence of taking this team from mid-level to top level is astonishing. And it's not that he built with the team where it came up. He came there and it was a wrap. They went from mid-level to top tier. And that's just me. I'm a CP3 fan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he should be, he should have been, for me, top 3 MVP because MVP for most valuable player of that team. And if they need to change it to MVP for the season and MVP of the playoffs, whatever. But for the season, what he's done to this team to change their mindset, not only with that coach, but to get everybody to play together. No, you need to play defense. You need to be here. And don't get it twisted. He's had whatever the stats is, so many games with 0 turnovers, but then he have games with turnovers, but that's because they wasn't ready for what he was capable of doing. So now them boys are getting capable. Okay, I know if I get to my spot, here come the ball. If I just move, if I slide, if I backdoor right, if I cut the corner right, he's there. So once they are there, he has changed his team, man. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm a CP3 fan, but Lakers in 5.
Yeah, I appreciate the unbiased opinion. I will say though, but I think the proof's in putting with Chris. Like, you saw what he did with OKC, and you saw what happened when he left. Like, the proof is there. Like, you can't deny that. I don't think, and I think there's the MVP has almost turned into like not actually being valuable. It's just like like a narrative award to where it's
exactly
stats or whatever else. Because I think if it was really valuable, I think it would be between Chris Paul and probably Steph. Like those are like
true.
That just looking at. I mean, obviously they didn't make the playoffs. The Warriors didn't, but where would they be if Steph wasn't on that team? And that to me is what valuable means. What happens if you take that person off the roster? And obviously, we can, Luke is one of those guys as well. I have to throw his name in there because this is a podcast and we're contractually obligated to say his name at one point during the video. But I think that if you look at the team, if you take CP3 off that team, granted, they made a great run in the bubble. They went 8-0 and they had a chance to make the playoffs. So the foundation was there, but they needed that extra oomph. And I think that Chris Paul obviously provided that because they didn't have that leadership, that veteran guy in there to really be able to put the pieces together to make sense. They had the pieces there, but he was the guy to put them together and got them where they are. So I completely agree. And I think that that foundation there, I'm not sure how long of a contract he signed when he got there. I don't know how long he's there.
It was still the same contract.
Yeah,
I think he got
same
one.
contract.
Oh, it was still the same. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it was still the same one.
I think he got 1 year left, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, obviously, he's later on in his career, but I think they got to re-sign him after his contract is done, because at least to kind of allow him to give Booker the keys to where he's able to kind of take that on and be that guy later on. But yeah, shout out to the Phoenix Suns, man. I feel like they got something to prove, and that's the only reason I'm giving the 7s, because I feel like Chris Paul his leadership alone can get them a game or two.
Hey, we appreciate that, Jay. We appreciate you.
Just
talking about CP3 like that.
Listen, I'm not a hater. We'll have a whole.
Whenever you shrug your shoulders up like that mean you really like something. You see his shoulders. Whenever you just moving his head and neck.
Don't hold your shoulders down now.
I'll say this, and I'll say this, and then we can put a ball on.
Okay.
He's a really, really good player.
Leave it at that. Don't say nothing. Already.
I'm glad it's being recorded. I'm glad it's being recorded.
That's all I got. This is the spot video.
2 steps forward, 1 step backward.
Let's step backward. I'm trying to be, whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, Daryl, I'll give you the floor, man. Any last words before we wrap this series up and wrap the video up? How you feeling?
All I'm gonna say is I respect Thomas, man. We gonna patent this. He called. We gonna patent it.
Gonna patent that thing.
I have to work on that.
4-1. I respect it. Carry on.
Said 4-1, no dirt.
All right. Any last words before we wrap this up, boys? Appreciate y'all.
Fun as always.
Awesome, man. Well, for the boys, appreciate you guys as always. Super excited about this playoffs, man. We finally about to get to it, and I'm ready for it to pop off. So, as always, appreciate you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to the Glow Sun Production YouTube channel. We have a lot of things going on, and please make sure to comment on things that you would like to see from us moving forward. As always, Daryl, appreciate you coming on with us. Thomas, appreciate you joining us as well. Will, you already know what it is. Rel, appreciate you, man. And thank you guys for watching the Jay and Will. And we are out.
Yes, sir.